and other people relate with it anyway. So I think everything's in my head. At the same time, growing up, that's what you do. You remember things, and that's how I share. I share it with it on the spot, and I think of things that come up on the spot that I know that will relate to whoever I'm talking to. So that's what I go by. My book tells it all, to be honest. Yeah. I've been told it's honest. I've told it's hard to put down, and you know what I mean. It's a read that some people can relate to. Some people have been crying. I had recently in March a documentary was shown that came out that we filmed, and it came out in Sky, and I went to Australia and literally had a big grown man crying. So I think the story of mine, some people can relate with it, and it's touching. So do read it, Black and Blue.
Interesting. So also, there was something that was interesting in terms of, like, you see entrepreneurs, a lot of them, they say like they dropped out of school at the age of like 14, 15 or 16. What was it like? What age did you drop out of?
Don't go back to school.
What can you remember?
Because I was so much into sport, I have to say I did miss out a lot of school, didn't think it was important, and that's another message I relate to with the kids. It is important, and I've got to see myself like for 14, 15. And I regret, totally regret, because I know how the message that my mum was repeatedly telling me how important your education was, and I didn't understand it until now. So that I put a positive. I make sure I make that message well known the fact that they need to take their education very seriously to get by in life, today's life as well.
This kind of brings to me mind a quote: "Learn while you earn." So it's like the more you learn, the more value you add to yourself. So it's actually quite interesting, because if you didn't take that route, even though what your mum was saying and she was trying to embed deep into your mind, like the idea of staying in school, I always like to think of the history of, like, say for example, if you didn't do that one thing, which you didn't go onto sport or kind of have that passion for football, you didn't take that chance. Because a lot of families, say for example like Asian families, you hear it that they say they want you to be a doctor or your family, and it's interesting because it's good to kind of relate, like, why do they want, and a lot of them, they want their save their kids to live their dream, or something like that. So it really is interesting. But I'm gonna end this interview here. It's been great. Thank you so much.
No problem.
It was a pleasure.
Twisted. All right.
Awesome. That's a wrap. We do some